We are actually good to go. Folks, this is the first map of the day, kicking it off for the Team Liquid Red Bull map making competition. I'm Rifkin, I'm casting today on Base Trade TV, and I hope, with some luck, we can get some of the map makers on today. I know big shout out goes to Phoenix X6, one of the creators of the maps today, known as Etc. So you could ask other map makers if they had any interest in joining the stream to talk about their maps. I think that'd be really cool if we could do that in the downtime. However, spawning here in the top right corner of the map, playing for, sadly, only himself, just recently winning first place in the Zalia NA qualifier, or tournament, or whatever the heck it was. Yesterday, it was Arthur. And his opponent, a little bit of a Korean, just a smidgen, as he plays for SK Telecom 1. It is Journey. And this is a brand new map, Jungle Valley, for the Team Liquid map competition, of course, brought to you by Red Bull. There's a good chunk of money on the line here today, and I think that's some really good incentive to get players to test out these new maps, to talk about the differences and the changes and the new fangled manners. What I'm going to do, actually, while we wait for this to set up, it is a PvT, by the way, very excited about this. Best of 3 all day today, except for the finals, guys, which, of course, we are not covering today, which will be covered tomorrow. But looking at the map real quick, just zoomed out, we can see the natural base. Pretty standard stuff, nothing crazy there. It's tucked in, it's nice. It's got this additional ramp. It's got a second choke off point if necessary. Coming out a little bit more, looking towards the third. It's kind of exposed, but at the same time not. The problem is, of course, this high ground can be very problematic for any race. I mean, whether you put Roaches, Marines, or Stalkers up here. If you could go a little bit over more, I guess you could take this as your third, but that keeps you so cut off. And this is a very interesting dynamic, because we take a look at maps like Yansu or Frost or Polar Night, some of the newer current maps in the ladder pool, and their third bases, there's a common theme where they're a little bit exposed, they're a little bit dangerous, and it's not so safe to just go for 3 bases and win the game. And I'm kind of feeling that same vibe here off of Jungle Valley, because even if you go way further away to take this much safer base as your third, on the high ground as well against this, there's still another high ground waiting for you, and more importantly, it's so far away. Now, you are covered by rocks by the looks of it, so this pretty much shuts down any sort of early retarded aggression, so no 6 pools, nothing crazy. And I don't know if either of these players have recognized the rocks in the middle of the map. As they move out to scout, there's no way, as far as I can tell, to get past these rocks. So it's almost a bit of a no rush map in that regard. In that one particular instance, I see this map having troubles right off the bat. I think maybe removing one of the sets of rocks could be okay, but you can't do any scouting on this map, which it creates a bit of an interesting dynamic. There's some blind fire mechanics, but the last thing you want to do is force players to turtle up and force players to go for air, and basically, again, it's not like you give away this third base. It's exposed. You can hit from the high ground. You can do many funny things, but of course, again, you got to go through these rocks that have 3 armor, 2,000 health. I mean, these Hellions that are coming up are going to have to be elevated over, because Hellions are not going to take down rocks anytime soon. Reapers, I wonder if Reapers can probably jump up the cliff and over, so that actually is a really strong advantage. Basically, this map, from what I can tell, kind of screws Protoss right off the bat initially. But yeah, Probe gonna come over here, can't scout much. Might put a pylon here for cool warpins later. Mothership Core scouting out as well, but like, you've got Overlords from a Zerg player that's gonna go out really early. You've got, say, the Reaper, which can come out pretty darn quick and scout as well. What can the Protoss player do other than get that Mothership Core out quick? And it's a little almost unfair in that regard that you force a particular opening. So, like, you know, making sure you get the Mothership Core out quick instead of skipping it for the expansion or something. Arthur on a bit of a troll right now because he doesn't know it's coming. Perhaps he as well has not noticed that there are rocks everywhere. But smart guy that he is will have no problem doing warpins at the very least. Again, I'm going to be giving my honest opinion today about these maps. They're new, they're brand new. Everyone could use as much feedback as possible, and I'm not looking to shit on anything that's going on today. If any of the map makers are listening and are unhappy with what I'm discussing with their maps, I encourage you, come on the channel, talk to us about the thought process behind it. You know, why did you put the rocks there, or what was your choices for X or Y? But I'm going to be giving my honest opinion throughout the day, because if any of these maps make it through, there's a potential we'll see them in the ladder pool, and it's a good thing that we all have better understanding of it. Now, I'm also willing to accept that I'm completely wrong on my opinions. I'm just kind of going off of what I see here initially. Arthur with 3 Stalkers warped in on the low ground, wants to knock down these rocks with them, but can't. And this Okay, at least he knows where his opponent is at this point. Mothership Core's gone full circle around the map in a clockwise. Clockwise! Always clockwise with people, but goes full circle around the map, completely clockwise to try and find out what his opponent's doing. Where did that drop go? Hang on, actually, let me make sure I'm on the game screen. But oh no, Journey with no scouting information either went to the wrong base initially. Mothership Core did get peppered, but here comes some stalkers, and there's actually nothing here at home to defend. If he can get some widow mines out or something, maybe he'll be able to hold. But Journey perhaps a little too much dedicated elsewhere. Arthur just hitting him with a, was that a 4? No way, it was a 4. Okay, 3-gate blink. All right. Sorry, I was so busy obsessing about the map, missed the actual build order of our Protoss player. My bad, guys. No bunker on the high ground here for Journey. Nothing coming out of this factory yet. No widow mines means no way to hold this. Marauders are coming up, but that's Stimpack. There's no way that's Stimpack, but it's just big blink on top of the army. And despite the fact Hellies are getting into the base of Arthur, he's going to kill actually every single one of Arthur's probes. So Journey can somehow hold on, but never mind. As we, game 1 gets ended a little bit abruptly. But okay, weird map. Good start. It's loser's pick from here on out. So players get to pick from any of the new selection of maps. And while we're getting to this next game, guys, I highly request you go check out the brackets. Let us know, or let me know, because I got some solo casting today. Let me know who you want to see us cast. Again, these first initial couple rounds will probably be a bit of a free-for-all, you know, just trying to grab who I can, because there's so many players playing. They're not exactly going to be holding up and waiting for casters. So there's another stream covering this. I believe it's Fear Dragon. It's either Fear Dragon or Current or Word. Hang on, let me go take a look. Looks like there's a couple people actually covering this, but Fear Dragon is another person actually covering the casting of this event with Word. So you guys can check him out if you want to see some different players. Can't guarantee you what they'll be casting, of course, but yeah, cool first set. Arthur versus Journey. I'm probably going to be pretty lax on the commercials today, guys. I might try and squeeze in like a couple short ones between games unless there's going to be some severe downtime, but I want to make today more about the actual brackets and the new maps and such.